Hello everyone, I hope you guys are having a fabulous Saturday. Let's talk handbag wish list, shall we? I've had a lot of you request this video within the last couple of weeks, so thank you guys so much for that. I opted to strictly talk about handbags, just handbags, because otherwise this video would be crazy long and nobody wants that. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you do, make sure and give it a thumbs up, and without further ado, let's get started, shall we? Now you will notice that some of these handbags have been on my wish list before, but that's the beauty of the wish list. You can take it off and put it back on as many times as you would like without spending a single solitary dime. Am I right? Okay, so let's get started with the very first one, and that is the Lady Dior. I absolutely love this bag. I think it is so incredibly beautiful. It's structured, it's timeless, and I really want to go for it in the size medium. I want to go for the medium because I don't think it's too big and I don't think it's too small. Even though it is a pretty structured handbag, I feel that the large one is just a little too boxy, and I feel that the other sizes, the smaller ones, are just a little too small, and I still want to be able to carry, quite a few items with me. So I think that the medium would end up working out the best for my body frame. Now, this is where it gets kind of crazy, and this is where I really can't make up my mind, because I really want to go for this bag in the black lambskin. I think it is timeless in the black lambskin, and I'm somewhat undecided on the hardware, or the jewelry as Dior likes to refer to it. I really like the champagne gold hardware, but the majority of my Chanel pieces are the black and gold hardware, so I figured if I go for the silver, it will add a really nice variety to my collection. So I like the silver with the lambskin, right? But there's also a part of me that really wants to go for color when it comes to this bag. Just because I do have quite a bit of black handbags, by going for color, and whether I go for silver hardware or whether I go for the gold hardware, I think it would be really, really nice, So there have been many times when I'm checking out the black ones and I'm like, oh my gosh, done deal, I'm gonna get it. Other times I see color and I'm like, ooh, that pink or that red looks really nice with this type of hardware. I'm like all over the place. I'm literally all over the place. All I can say with certainty is that I want to go for the size medium, and I'm like 99.9% sure that I'm going to go for silver hardware again, so I can have a little bit more variety within my collection, because the majority of my handbags, whether it's Chanel or whether it's a different fashion house, the majority of them do end up having the gold hardware. So I think that the silver would be really, really nice. But to be completely honest with you, I think that this bag, once I see a combination, whether it ends up having silver, gold, or whether it's black, or if it's a different color, once I see a certain combination, I'm gonna know that that's the bag for me. You know what I mean? Do I sound like a lunatic? I think I sound crazy, but I feel like once I see it, it's gonna be like, oh, this is the Lady Dior for you. I have no idea, but I think that this bag is absolutely gorgeous. But this bag is definitely higher up on my wish list. Next up, the Strathberry Midi Tote. If you guys watch my budget-friendly handbags on my radar, I did discuss this bag. If you haven't seen it, I will make sure and put that video at the end of this one so you can check it out. But I fell head over heels in love with this bag. I love the structure that it has. I love the versatility, and the colors that you can choose I think are insanely gorgeous. Of course, I would end up going for the ruby red. The ruby red with the gold hardware I think looks beautiful together, but I'm really intrigued by this bag. And like I said before, it does have an awesome, awesome price point. And after I did that video, I actually had I had quite a few of you message me on Instagram saying that you've had this bag for like 2+ years and it's been wearing fabulously. You haven't had any issues with wear and tear, with glazing, or anything like that. So that kind of solidifies the fact that I want to add this bag to my collection even more, you know what I mean? And one of the features that this bag has that I wasn't so sure about before is the metal bar. And I really like the metal bar because it kind of makes it stand out from any other handbag out there, you know what I mean? So I'm a big, big fan. Again, I like the size, I like the structure, the color, that ruby red is amazing, so I really foresee this bag being in my hot little hands a little bit sooner than later. But the Strathberry Midi Tote is definitely one to check out. Now this next bag, you guys might think that I've gone crazy, not because of the bag itself, but because of the color that I want to go for. And I am talking about the Hermes Garden Party. Now this beauty has been on my wish list for about 2.5 years. I absolutely love this bag. I think it's beautiful, it's simple, it's a tote. You guys know how those things end up working out for my lifestyle. And in the past, I have always thought about going for a neutral, and I think that those colors are beautiful, and I think they'd be very easy to incorporate within my wardrobe and within my lifestyle, and I don't necessarily have to worry that the bag is going to be sitting on my shelf unused for weeks at a time or months at a time or anything like that. But I have definitely changed my mind, and this is where I was saying you guys might think that I'm crazy, because I've said it before, when it comes to color, I feel that Hermes ends up knocking it out of the park every single solitary time. Their colors are so vibrant and they're so vivid. So I really want to go for color with this handbag, and a lot of you might be thinking that I want to go for red or I want to go for pink, because those are my two favorite colors when it comes to adding anything like this to my collection, but I really want to go for possibly turquoise or green. All right, I know what you're thinking, Minnie, you're crazy, but I think that adding either a green or going for a turquoise would be a really nice addition to my collection, again, because I have so many black bags. I do have a few red ones and I also have a few pink ones, but by going for something completely different, I think would look fabulous for spring and summer, just something to kind of break up everything else that I have within my collection. I don't know, but they do have this beautiful cactus color. I've seen a turquoise before, so I'm really leaning towards going for one of those two colors. And the craziest thing is that if you have been watching my channel for a while, I'm not the biggest fan of blues or greens by any means whatsoever. I think I have one or two different small leather goods from a fashion house that are green. And even then I don't use them too often, but I did see this bag in green and I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. And again, just to kind of break it up. So I might change my mind. Again, this is the greatest thing about Wishlist. But what do you guys think about going for a turquoise or going for a green? Something completely out of the blue, something to really stand out within my collection. I don't know, but I feel like I'm pretty adventurous when it comes to my small leather goods. And I feel like as time goes by, I'm kind of leaning towards adding more and more color into my collection. I have no idea. But the Hermes Garden Party, I think, is an absolutely beautiful handbag. Now this next beauty, I already have it in my collection, but I want to go for a completely different color. And I am talking about the Furla Julia bag. I already have it in the oxblood. I love the oxblood, but I really want to go for it in the color white. Now, when it comes to a white handbag, I've always wanted one. I don't trust myself. I definitely don't trust myself because I do wear a lot of dark colored clothing, so I feel that I might end up getting color transfer, what have you. But by going for the Furla Julia bag, I feel that I can really end up getting my fix and I don't have to worry that I'm gonna be paying an arm and a leg for a handbag, you know what I mean? I got this one last year and it has held up insanely well. I haven't had any issues with like the varnish or cracking or anything like that. The Julia is very similar to the Metropolis. The Metropolis is the one that you can get in stores. The Julia is the one that you can get like Saks Off the Fifth or Nordstrom Rack, stores like that. And the price point on these bags is insanely good. It's insanely good. It's anywhere from like 117 to 149 bucks, you know? So I feel like I can go for a white handbag. I don't have to break the bank and it's still super, super cute. And in the summertime, because of where I live, it gets way too hot. I don't want this ginormous bag or anything like that. I can use this crossbody. I can end up hiding the chain. It also has the built-in card slots. So that way you can really maximize your space in here. So I'm a huge fan of this bag. They do have some that are kind of like a rose color. They also have some with studs. I'm not too crazy about the studs, but I still kind of like them too. I don't know, you know, but I think the white one in the Furla Julia bag would look absolutely fabulous. So if you guys want to go for a white handbag, if you guys want to go for a really cute small bag that won't break the bank, I absolutely recommend going for the Furla. But it's just a matter of me trying to find it because every single solitary time I have gone into the stores, I either can't find the white one or it's sold out online, you know? So it's one of the most elusive handbags for me to get my hands on for sure. So if any of you guys see the white one out there, let me know, you know, send me a message on Instagram because I really want to add this bag to my collection a lot sooner than later. But the Furla bag, Julia bag, love it. Now the next bag, I wasn't always the biggest fan of it. If you go back to some of my older videos from like 2-3 years ago, you know, I was like, oh, it's really nice. It's not for me. It's not for me. Well, that has certainly changed. And I am talking about the Fendi Peekaboo. I absolutely love this bag. I think it is incredibly gorgeous and I already know exactly what I want to go for. I want to go for the size regular, and the reason why I'm choosing regular is because I really feel that the size isn't too small and it's not too big and it still ends up giving you a little bit more organization. You can carry a few more items inside, and I think with my body frame the size regular ends up working out the best. And I definitely want to go for the black calfskin, even though I'm all about being a little bit more adventurous and adding color when it comes to other handbags or other fashion houses, I think that by going for the black calfskin and the gold hardware, that combination would be fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. It's timeless, you know? And the main reason why I wasn't so crazy about this bag before is because of the sag that it had in like the middle clasp. And I know that's where the name comes from, you know? Peekaboo, you can peek inside of its lining, and I was like, I don't know if I like that. And now that's one of the details I absolutely love about it. So it's like, never say never, because your taste can always change, you know, but I really, really like that combination. I'm a huge fan of the leather that Fendi ends up using. It's a lot more durable than people give it credit, you know, and you can also end up getting a cover for it. I think it's called the Defender cover, and I believe it might retail for like 500 bucks if I'm not mistaken. So please don't quote me on it. But if you want to make the bag a little bit more carefree, you can end up getting a cover for it, and that way you can use it in the rain or what have you. So that's also another option that I really, really like. But the Fendi Peekaboo, I never thought it would be on the wish list. I never thought that I would even remotely look at it. But last year I tried it on. I tried it on one of the smaller sizes, and that's where I was like, okay, for sure I have to go for something a little bit bigger, you know, but I fell in love. I fell head over heels in love with it. I felt like a stalker because I've been doing so much research on it. I've been watching videos, and I feel like I feel like such a lunatic, you know, but it is a gorgeous, gorgeous bag. And even though I do appreciate some of the colors that they offer, for me, the black with the gold hardware definitely ends up working out the best for me and my lifestyle. The next one is a little bit newer to the wish list, but it's on here nonetheless. And that is the Celine belt bag in the size Nano. Like I said, it is a little bit newer to the wish list, but I've been doing a ton of research on this bag, and I think that there's so many different details that would really end up working out nicely for my lifestyle. The main reason why I went for the Nano is because I still think that even though it is a Nano, it's not incredibly small. You know, when you hear Nano, when you hear BB, you think it's this tiny, tiny bag. I don't think it's too small, and I don't want it necessarily too big. I don't want it to protrude off of my body when I go to use it crossbody. So I think that with the Nano, I'm still able to carry quite a bit of items inside, and it's still somewhat spacious, you know what I mean? So I really do like the Nano size. I definitely want to go for the gray on this one. They have a variety of different colors to choose from. They have this beautiful like brick or blood red. I think it's stunning. They also have black and a few others, but I really like the gray. I really like the gray. Again, it adds a little bit of a variety to my collection because I do have some brown and I also have some black ones and a few colors here and there, but I don't really have a gray bag except for my Paulin Paris. So I think that the gray is really, really nice. I've been a big fan of Celine for years. I think that the quality and the craftsmanship of their pieces is incredible. And another thing that I really like about this bag is the fact that it does come with a removable adjustable strap. That to me is a major, major win because I'm not stuck with the whole one size fits all type of strap or anything like that. I can adjust it if I want to make it a little bit longer, if I want to make it a little bit shorter, or I can take it off completely. So I think that that really ends up working out. I have heard some people say that it can be somewhat fussy to get in and out of. I did try it on and I did put my items inside and I didn't find it to be too fussy. But again, like I said, it is a little bit newer to my wish list. That might end up changing as time goes by. But for now, the Celine belt bag in the size Nano in the color gray is definitely one that I've had my eye on. Now the last bag that's on my wish list might end up being forever on the wish list. I hate to say it, but I gotta be honest with you. And I am talking about the Mark Cross Large Grace bag. If you've been watching my channel for a while, a lot of you know that I'm a big fan of Alfred Hitchcock, and he made a movie called Rear Window, and it starred James Stewart and Grace Kelly. Grace Kelly busted out this case in that movie, and ever since I saw it, I fell in love. I fell absolutely in love with it. There are different sizes to choose from. I really like the large one because I feel that I can carry a few more items inside, but even if I was to add this bag to my collection, I don't think I'd use it. I would want to just keep it there, which defeats the purpose of buying a handbag, right? But I think it is so incredibly beautiful, you know, and the company was around back then. It kind of went away and then it's back, but they have a variety of different colors. They have different, like I said, different sizes. And I think it's just one of those pieces that's incredibly elegant. It's incredibly timeless. Would I be able to do it justice? Probably not. But I just think it is insanely, insanely gorgeous. And the fact that it reminds me of one of my favorite movies makes it an even better thing, you know what I mean? So I don't know, like I said, maybe I'll add it to my collection, maybe not. I strongly feel that this is going to be a forever on the wish list, but never say never because I might end up changing my mind. But the Mark Cross large Grace bag is absolutely gorgeous. Now, before I let you go, there is an honorable mention that I want to share with you. And the reason why it's an honorable mention is because it's not necessarily on the wish list just yet, but I have been talking about it, I have been thinking about it, I've been doing quite a bit of research, but I'm not necessarily there, you know what I mean? I am talking about the Louis Vuitton Capucine. This is a classic to the fashion house. It's such a beautiful bag. It's such a simple and structured silhouette. It has quite a bit of organization. It comes with a strap, so it gives it a little bit more versatility. I also like the different colors that you can choose from. I know that they have a few different details, like you can go for studs or you can go for flowers. Personally, I like the ones that are a little bit more simple, but I do love it in the gold hardware. I've often thought about maybe the black or maybe going for the red. I think both of those are really nice, really nice combinations, but still there's just something about it that I can't necessarily put my finger on that doesn't allow me to put it onto the wish list. I have no idea what that is because like I said before, it is incredibly versatile, it's simple, it's structured, it does have quite a bit of features that I often look for when it comes to a handbag, but I don't know, I have no idea, you know, so who knows, in maybe 6 months time it might be on my wish list, it might not, but it is definitely one of my favorite leather pieces from Louis Vuitton and I look forward to doing more research on it. All right, you guys, so that does it for my handbag wish list. I hope that you enjoyed it and I hope I was able to give you a little bit more feedback on these handbags. If you have any of these, let me know how they're working out for you in the comments section down below and let me know which handbags are on your wish list. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure and give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already and you would like to, please subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the red button down below and hitting that bell so you're notified when I upload videos, which is anywhere from 2 to 3 times a week. And I'll see you guys later. And as always, make it a fabulous day or not, the choice is yours. Have a great day.